Yo, 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 what it do, YouTube? We back with another episode. Murph, I'm not gonna lie, this place looks a little different.
No, this is fire. It's our first ep here.
Yep.
As you can see, it's an official turning of the leaf
Mm-hmm.
to really start this podcast off right. A long time coming, but I'm glad we're here.
Yes.
It is crazy. It's like a full studio.
It's a full studio. There's a whole other room that our cameraman could work on. Shout out to cameraman for getting us this. Shout out Nino. If y'all ever need something, videography, photography, headshots, professional headshots, tap in with my boy Nino. He got the works for you. But other than this super nice plush space, something else has come about, and it's 3 weeks into it as of today. What is that, Murph?
The NFL.
The NFL.
Best sport in America.
Yes, sir.
We're finally here.
Uh-huh.
First 2 weeks we had some banger games.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, we'll get into it a little bit later, but tonight there is also a big game. Definitely for the Pats conference.
What division are we in again?
We're in the AFC
East?
East.
Okay. So big game for the AFC East. We got who's playing today, Murph?
Miami and Buffalo.
Okay. We're going to get into that one. But one thing I just want to let you guys know, if you guys have anything to let us know, anything to add, and if you're here, if you've been here the whole time and you've made it to this part of the video, comment what you ate today. Anything. It could be any kind of food, anything. And also drop a like, please. We've been looking at the metrics. We could get some more subscribers. You guys can help us out a little bit. But just get ready. Get ready, guys, because we're about to get into the latest on the NFL, including top takes, team struggles, which have been big,
Yeah,
and also
huge.
some big injuries, especially at the QB position. So kick us off, Murph. I got a question for you. With the first 2 weeks of the NFL, what are two takes you got?
My first take would be that Daniel Jones has looked like an all-pro quarterback.
Who would have knew?
They're 2-0.
Mm.
He's played really well, which he actually busted my parlay last week, so I'm not happy about that.
The parlay buster.
I had the Broncos winning on the money line, and because of a controversial penalty, it got wiped, and they got a retry for the kick. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
A crazy stat about Daniel Jones and the Colts, they haven't punted once this year.
Mm.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that might not have ever been done.
Who would have knew that the Colts at this time of the league,
I
at
mean,
this time of the year, would be must watch?
Week 1, they had an NFL record,
Mm.
7 for 7 on drives for scoring on every possession, which is insane in itself. But yeah, so they haven't punted once this year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They have the team for it, though. Like, I'm not, like, other than Daniel Jones playing the way he's been playing, the surrounding squad is pretty good. Like, that defense is pretty good. Their wide
Yeah.
receiver room is solid. Jonathan Taylor is still there.
I had no expectations for Daniel Jones.
Mm.
I mean, granted, he came from the Giants. Did he make a stop in between? Did he go from the Giants to the Colts?
I think he was a backup somewhere else.
That's besides the point. Anyways, I didn't really picture him leading a team the way he is the first 2 games. So we'll have to see if they pull a Saints from last year
Yeah.
and just be crazy good the first couple games and then just straight downhill slope. My other take is, which is probably a popular one,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to say Green Bay could very well finish with the number 1 rated defense.
Yes.
Um,
And it's crazy because we mentioned that in our last episode.
We did. With them adding Micah, it's changed the whole outlook of how they play defense.
Mm-hmm.
The scared of nobody. That defensive line is looking really good.
Yeah.
And in their first 2 games, they've only allowed 3 touchdowns.
Insane.
And they played the Commanders week 2 and the Lions week 1. And just think of the Lions from last year. Their offense was crazy.
Yeah, and Washington's right up there with them, too, with the addition of Debo.
So those were my 2 takes. I had another one, but it's way too early to tell if Jaden Daniels is going to have like a second-year slump.
Mm.
It's way too early to tell
Yeah.
because you're only 2 games in.
Similar to CJ. CJ was at like the highest of highs his rookie year.
They have looked terrible.
Yeah, and I think it's just about time until they'll click. But looking terrible. There's been a lot of teams that start off 0-2 who we thought coming into the season were contenders. I mean, we have the Chiefs.
Yep.
I never thought they would start 0-2. The Bears kind of makes some sense.
Nah.
Dolphins kind of makes sense. And Texans. I didn't really see that. We also have the Jets, Giants, Panthers, Saints. Now, are we surprised about that?
No, they're pure trash.
But what really surprised me is I did some research on this. Since the 1970 merger, only 10 to 12% of teams that start 0-2 make the playoffs. So you're telling me that the Chiefs and the Texans, and if out of any of these teams they make it happen, make that 10% happen, I think it's the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs.
They know how to rat out a game. They know how to squeak out until Rashee Rice comes back, which
Yeah.
can't wait for as a fantasy owner.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like, what is going wrong with these 4 potential contenders? Like, do you have anything? Have you seen anything?
The Dolphins, I mean, we just played them this past Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
How we came down to the wire with them, I honestly don't know. Especially late in the game with like 2 minutes left, we got a pick. What is his name? Marte Mapu.
Yeah, Mapu.
He got a pick, and then McDaniel's play calling still is like I don't understand why he's calling some of these plays. Like you want to run the clock down as much as possible within the 3-minute frame in the fourth, especially when you're up 3.
Or if you're within a 1 possession game, you always want to milk the clock and give yourself the last potential score.
And your goal is to burn the other team's timeouts.
Exactly.
So what does he do on 2nd down? He calls a passing play, and this is before the 2-minute warning. So that stops the clock, saves them a timeout, and they got the ball back.
Yeah.
And we only won that game because our defense finally stood up and held. Because we were at the game for week 1.
Mm-hmm.
We looked okay in the first half, and then the second half came around, and we were terrible.
And that kind of happened in this game, where
we
came out flat in the 3rd quarter.
I think the game-changing play was Antonio Gibson returning that touchdown after we gave the punt return.
You know what I also thought was a game-changing play that wasn't a score? Those wheel route passes to Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Those, I don't know how many yards we gained, 20, 30, 40. Some was after the catch with Ramondre, but those were game-changing as well. It kind of got the offense clicking and had them play a little further back to respect our throwing game so we could create a run game.
Yeah, and May looked very comfortable in the pocket.
Yes.
He was 19 to 23 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. He also had the rushing touchdown.
He did.
Which he looked like he just galloped in there. He didn't really look like he was putting one
skated out of fucking Judon.
On dogs.
Old-ass Judon. I mean, I wish we still had him, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Rocking the orange sleeves, by the way. Those look kind of tough, not going to
lie. For the 3 other teams, I'll say this. The Bears, I think, they're still pieces away. It's their first year with a new head coach.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, I'm not that high on. But they do have pieces in that you might want to silence that.
Yeah,
you might
probably should.
You might have with the Bears, they have the new head coach,
Ben Johnson.
So that's going to take some time to really get the system going.
Yeah.
He's never been a head coach before. And then you have Caleb Williams. And I'm not that big on Caleb Williams, but he does have pieces around him. I still think they are a couple pieces away. In terms of the Dolphins, that team is in total disarray.
Yeah.
You have Tyreek Hill acting out on the sideline. Him and Tua aren't on the same page. Jalen Waddle looked very good, though, week 2 against us.
Yeah.
But
he also came down with some big catches after getting cracked as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Like on his way down, still holding on to the ball.
We also don't have Christian Gonzalez on the field, who's our best defender. The Texans, I honestly don't know. Nico Collins is back. They have Mixon in the backfield, right? Joe Mixon?
Yeah, he's on IR with a non-football related injury.
And I'm not even going to talk about the trash teams, the Jets, Giants, Panthers, and Saints. You have Spencer Rattler as your starting quarterback. You're shit.
I kind of expected the Jets not to be 0-2, honestly. Like, they had a lot. I mean, I feel like the Jets and the Giants, the Jets especially in the most recent couple of years, they get that crazy buzz coming in because they do always have the talent. They are just never able to transition that into wins.
Yeah.
But those teams we expected, but things you don't expect or ever want are injuries, right? And we have some pretty major injuries going on in the NFL, which headliner Joe Burrow, out for probably the season, 3 months. He got turf toe with surgically repaired. J.J. McCarthy and Joe Purdy, huh? And Brock Purdy, they're out with some minor injuries. Brock Purdy also has a turf toe, but it's not as severe. It wasn't completely torn. And before we even get to J.J. McCarthy, turf toe, have you heard of this injury before?
I've heard of it. I still don't really understand it, though.
So imagine this is your big toe, right?
Yep.
Like, this is the big toe. The meat that's under the big toe snaps in half, like the muscle. So it's kind of just hanging there.
That's
it's
disgusting.
only being held by bone. So with Joe Burrow's occasion, he had it completely off. He needs to surgically repair it, get it back. I don't think he's coming back, to be honest. And if they're starting off 0-2, you're not going to throw him in on a losing season.
Right. I mean, he's on the big contract, so there's really no point of you're 0-2, you're going to miss 3 months. is it worth like him and Chase are already paid.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth even trying to make that push, especially if you're not in the position to make the push?
For sure.
Probably not. Brock Purdy, I don't know. I mean, he got paid and he continues to get hurt. I mean, Burrow's been hurt, but he's also not on a good team. Like the Bengals just haven't been good since he's been there.
The Bengals are so good offensively.
Other than his Super Bowl year, I mean, that defense has been the Achilles heel to them.
Yep.
With the 49ers, I just don't get it. Like they were so close to winning the championship twice.
It's the injury bug.
And then they got the injury bug, and then players left, and then they signed Ayuk to that huge deal, and then he tore his ACL or Achilles, whatever it was.
Yeah, last season was rough.
Out.
They lost CMC to that tendonitis, Achilles tendonitis. Then they lose Ayuk. Debo was in and out with pneumonia, this, that, and the third. I mean, that's their whole offense right there. And then they're relying on George Kittle, who's a tight end, gets banged up here and there, like he is as of now. I think he's actually on IR.
But they got our boy Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne. You know what? I'm going out on a limb here. Kendrick Bourne gets a touchdown this Sunday.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, who else do they have the ball to?
How many touches did he get last week?
He
probably only had a limited role.
Yeah, but regardless, he knows the system. He's played under Kyle Shanahan before, so I think he'll be good. Now, talking about J.J. McCarthy a little bit. He came off looking horrid in that first game.
Yeah.
And
but they got the win.
In the 2 games combined, he's only looked good in 1 quarter.
Yeah.
So out of the 8 quarters he's played, he literally only looked good in 1. What is your take on JJ?
When they needed him most, he won game 1.
Mm-hmm.
That connection with Jettas is still going to take a lot of time. Last year, JJ didn't win the job. Was he hurt last year too?
Yeah.
So he hasn't had time really to develop with Justin Jefferson. And Jettas is that leader for that team.
Yeah.
And he says it like we see the post game when they post clips or whatever of him saying, JJ, I got you. And JJ was like, don't lose faith in me. And he goes, never.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the leader you want beside you, and that's your wide receiver 1.
Yeah. But it's not just JJ either, bro.
No, they have pieces, but it's like your best player, knowing your best player has your back when you're struggling could be huge for a young player's career.
100%.
And him getting backed by Jettas, who's arguably the best in the game.
Yeah.
It's a toss up between him and Chase.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that, like you can really build off that, build that connection. I think that's important.
Mm-hmm.
The other quarters, I think they'll clean up.
Yeah.
Again, it's technically his rookie season. He has time.
He does have time. Just wanted to mention, it's not just Jettas that he's not giving the ball to. I mean, T.J. Hawkinson had big expectations coming into the season.
He's on my fantasy.
He's only caught 4 passes and only been targeted less than 8 times. So it's like T.J. is supposed to be, at least the tight end is supposed to be a rookie quarterback safety blanket. And for him not even to be really targeted like that is kind of worrisome. But like you said, he hasn't got the in-game touches. Like, yeah, you could pass the ball to somebody 1,000 times with no real game pressure on you. But when that real game pressure comes and you got a Max Crosby, you got a Nick Bosa coming at you,
Myles Garrett,
the best of the best coming off the edge, and some even D tackles are crazy this year as well. Like, it's gonna take some time to develop it. He was drafted highly. He is in a good system with Kevin O'Connell, who is a wizard with turning careers that went to dust into good careers. Like Sam Darnold, 3rd overall pick. He was ready to go if that Viking system didn't work for him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was probably going to be his last gig. Then he goes again and gets himself a bag. Kirk Cousins was being looked away after that Washington stint. Gets himself a bag. So, I think Kevin O'Connell can get it done. My question to you, though. Brock Purdy's out. Joe Burrow's out. JJ's out. But now we have some backups, some more reliable than others. Who do you trust to keep the ship steady? Carson Wentz, Mac Jones, or Jake Browning?
I think I got to go Carson Wentz. He was arguably one of the best QBs on that Eagles team. He looked decent with the Colts.
It's that vet presence.
It is. I mean, he's been there. He didn't win the championship as the starting QB because he was hurt, but he has a ring. And that Eagles team in 2017 was very good with him as a starting QB.
Yeah. Bad memories.
Mac Jones, sorry, pal. We saw it one too many times when you were here.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
You
don't wanna
cannot
hear any-
undermine Mac Jones.
I don't
want
wanna
to
hear
We
anything about
had
him.
no options for bro, and
He could not throw the ball.
He balled out in Jacksonville. He brought Brian Thomas.
I wouldn't really say balled out, but
he brought Brian Thomas to that elite level wide receiver range. He brought Brian Thomas to that top 8 wide receiver range.
But they
and
were
now
gonna get there
Brian Thomas
anyways.
with Trevor Lawrence hasn't done much. He looks, that might be a connection thing, a chemistry thing, like we spoke with JJ, but he's elevated players that are actually kind of good. And then last week, he had a pretty solid game with the Niners.
Who were they playing?
I think it was the Saints.
Could care less.
I'm just saying you can't just throw him under the bridge like that. He is a good quarterback.
You can't sit here and say that Mac Jones is the reason why Brian Thomas and who was the other receiver you said?
Yeah, I just brought up Brian Thomas.
You brought up, yeah. So whatever wide receivers were in Jacksonville, when Mac was there, like you can't say Mac was the reason why those players got elevated. Those players were going to be elevated no matter what. They just needed the ball and they needed the touches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when Mac was here. Yeah, he looked good in his first year. Year 2 and year 3, he had the same exact pieces and looked like complete shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have a good arm. He doesn't throw a tight spiral. He's slow and he can't escape the pocket.
Yeah.
He makes too many mistakes. And he's a crybaby. Like, you're not good enough to be crying like a bitch like that.
I don't know. I just look at Brian Thomas' stats with Trevor Lawrence and with Mac Jones. With Mac Jones, he's had 60 catches, 762 yards, and 5 touchdowns in 10 games.
Okay.
Now let me look at it with Trevor Lawrence. How about you talk about something while I bring it up?
Like the Jake, I don't really know anything about Jake Browning to even talk about him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. That's what the Bengals backup.
Yeah. He's been with them for a while though, and he's played valuable games for them last season while Joe Burrow once again was hurt.
Probably wasn't too valuable if they were out of the playoffs.
It's because it's these slow starts, man.
I don't know. Again, like I'm going to stick with my gut, and I'm going with Carson Wentz. He's proven it.
Okay.
He kind of balled out on the Colts, no? Or am I tripping?
Carson Wentz? I couldn't tell you. I think he's a good backup. Honestly, out of those, you can't really go wrong with, in my opinion, with either Carson Wentz or Mac Jones. The reason why I'm saying Mac Jones, they have weapons, okay? They have some decent weapons. They're actually very hurt right now, but CMC can make any quarterback look good. Coming off of a wheel route, throw him a ball, and then the yards after the catch are going to go insane. I mean, that's his bread and butter.
So, all right, put Mac Jones in San Francisco compared to when he was in New England. Now you have Kendrick Bourne, who was in New England.
Mm-hmm.
You have a way better tight end in Kittle,
mm-hmm.
and you have CMC.
Mm-hmm.
You should thrive.
Yeah.
You have one of the best running backs present who can catch the ball and scramble, run after yards after the catch.
Yeah.
Kittle's Kittle.
Yeah.
It's tight end university.
Yeah.
And
that's a tight end I want on my team.
I mean, I'd take Kittle. I don't know. I just feel like you can't you can't really elevate or say Mac elevates teams. Like,
no, he elevates players, not teams.
No, but I don't agree with that. I just think he's not good like that.
All right.
I just feel like when you have the right pieces around you, any quarterback can look good. But when he was here, other than his first year, he was not good. But
we didn't have really pieces for him to throw the ball to. You can't really fault a quarterback for having an ass team.
Right. So,
but like, how many situations have we had where a quarterback goes to a good team and looks good?
The only game we're talking about Mac Jones is against the Saints, who might finish last place.
Say that one more time.
The only game we're judging Mac on was against the Saints, who could very well finish last place.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not ready to just say that Mac is this and that.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm
going based on his track record, not based on what he did against the Saints.
Yeah. Well, it's off his track record. He was at All right, we're going to move off this for a little bit, but he was at Jacksonville. He made players look good. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's like my only worry with like a Jake Browning or a Carson Wentz is, at least Carson Wentz, he's a vet. So he has his looks that he's going to go to regardless of the offense. He's not really big on passing to his quarterbacks out of the back end or out of the receiving end, which is kind of what team is he with right now?
Who? Wentz?
With the Vikings.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
He's with the Vikings?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not. Mac Jones is with the 49ers, Jake Browning with the Bengals. So we were comparing those three teams.
Got it.
And the Vikings offense, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think Mac Jones.
That even proves my point even more then. Carson Wentz should be the number one off
with the Vikings.
Off that list. You have Jettas. You have, who's in their backfield?
Addison's going to come back soon after a game. Aaron Jones is hurt. He's in the IR.
Whatever.
But staying on that Vikings. They have Carson Wentz. Should they think about a Kirk Cousins reunion? Is that something they should flirt around with, or?
I wouldn't. No? I'm not touching that contract.
Yeah, it's a hefty contract.
The money that they're paying Jettas taking on Kirk will kill that cap space.
Yeah, it will.
I mean, the Falcons, like, them signing Kirk to that deal is like, it's insane.
They were desperate.
How bad that contract is to then just draft a Michael Penix.
Yeah.
Like, you paid Kirk Cousins all that money just for him to sit half of the first year and not even, like...
He also didn't play great. That's why he was forced to sit
but Michael Penix also isn't great.
Yeah,
but he's younger. He's a lot cheaper.
He has more promise.
And he has more promise.
Yeah. I mean, talking about these Vikings, we talked about these projects with Kevin O'Connell and Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins. Jefferson has looked quarterback proof in those years where whatever quarterback you give me, I'm going to get my touches. I'm going to get my receptions. I'm going to get my touchdowns. It doesn't matter. Is he not as quarterback proof as we thought he was with this J.J. McCarthy? Because first two games, it's only a small sample size, granted, but 6.5 targets and 62.5 yards. Now, 2024, he had 9.1 targets and 90.2 yards. Granted, sample sizes are different. But is he not as quarterback proof as we thought?
I don't think it's fair to say that. If I'm a defensive coordinator, you have a rookie QB who's going to be his number one target, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a toss-up between the number one. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm doubling Jettas every time.
On dead dogs.
And your rookie QB is not going to attack me with Jettas. We're going to take that right out of the game. And I think that's what we're seeing. Is he's getting doubled, and JJ isn't like, I don't know how well that defensive line is or how it's holding up. I haven't really looked into that, but if he doesn't have much time in the pocket, Jettas is getting doubled, what really can JJ do? He really needs to get like some other pieces going.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of QBs are going to be in the same boat as him. I think soon we're going to continue to see coordinators really game plan around teams with one star with a rookie QB.
Yeah.
And they probably already doing that. And just take him out and let the rookie beat me is the mindset.
Yeah, you want to give him all that pressure. So you're saying it's not fair for us to judge Justin Jefferson or JJ McCarthy this early into the season based off of the factors of him being a rookie, him not getting those touches, and it's just a little too early to get to judging. That's what I think
it is, yeah.
Okay.
So moving on from that, we're done talking about Jettas, done talking about the Vikings. I do have some player highlights and insights that I've taken away from watching, Red Zone in the past 2 weeks. My first is Jonathan Taylor might be returning to the game like he was in 2021. He leads the league with the most rushing yards with 236 through 2 games. I got to see him continue to do that through the season for me to actually say 2021 Jonathan Taylor's back. That's first. Second, and this was probably least expected, Russell Wilson leads the NFL in passing yards through 2 games. He has 618 passing yards. Is Seahawks Russell Wilson back? Time will tell. Lastly, and my favorite, Harold Landry has 3.5 sacks and he's tied with Myles Garrett through 2 games.
Let me
break those down for me.
Let me break this first one down for you. Jonathan Taylor would even be at another stratosphere if it wasn't for MVP Daniel Jones stealing his goal line touches. He has 0 touchdowns this year in 2 games, and he definitely should have at least 2 or 3. Daniel Jones has rushing touchdowns like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that if you're going at the line? I mean, it's pretty smart for the Colts. Let me stop here. Let me get ready for Daniel Jones to sneak this. Like, no, you're thinking Jonathan Taylor's coming here to punch this shit in the end zone. So in my opinion, it's insane. Jonathan Taylor would be at another stratosphere. But somebody else I want to bring up, James Cook. He's having himself one good of a season. One hell of a season.
That is my RB1 on fantasy.
Yeah, I got him in another league too. 176 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 34 attempts. You know the Bills want to run the ball. They're one of those teams, they want to run the ball, whether it's Josh or
James Cook.
And that it's extremely fun to have as a fantasy owner, but it's also cool to see like these two go toe to toe. 2 different styles though. Jonathan Taylor's more of that power back. He has some shiftiness to him. James Cook is that. He likes to take that jump cut. See you later. That's his bread and butter. And now old Russell Wilson, you know what he reminds me of this season? Kirk Cousins with Jettas. Him and Malik Neighbors. This past game with Dallas, it literally seems like Malik Neighbors down there. Throw it. He's getting sacked. He looks up. Fuck it, we good. We got it. So that's been really cool to watch. Do you have anything like any insights just quickly on the Dallas Giants game and the Giants sticking in there? Dropping 37.
Who? Dallas?
Both teams dropped 37. Dallas takes it with a field goal.
I hate both teams. So the winner of that, it was lose-lose for me. It's always going to be fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I don't know why they continue to get the title of America's team.
Yeah.
You suck. You haven't won anything since the 80s. Let's get that out of the way. The Giants, we know the reason why. I'm not even going to bring it up. Russell Wilson surprised me. He went for 420, some 426, somewhere around there.
He was also getting bashed in the New York media prior to this game. They were ready to move on to Jackson Dart, and he bounces back like this.
Overtime, he made a terrible decision throwing that ball up. Double coverage to Neighbors. Literally just chucked it up and was praying.
Some Kirk Cousins action.
And the ball was short.
Yeah.
And it was like to the right, or if I remember right. I don't know. I'm not like, that game was exciting, I guess, but it wasn't like a must watch.
Yeah.
Because both teams are shit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Once I seen the score running up and it was fourth quarter, I was like, okay, I got to tune in. I mean, it was a good game to watch. But another person who was fun to watch for us, Harold Landry. I mean, he's playing at another level right now. You think he could keep it up?
I loved the signing. And we've talked about this. The signings that they've had in the offseason, I think they're coming to light. Whether it be Robert Spillane, Harold Landry, finally our $25 million player got the game-clinching sack. It's about damn time he did something.
Chase Young has been playing his butt
Chase
off.
on, yep. And you have, what the hell is his name? Number 90. He had blood clots. Barmore's back.
Yep.
I think our defense, like, you have the defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
You're going to see some of these players with maybe less names, smaller names, start to excel.
Yeah.
Gonzo's going to be back soon, hopefully.
Vrabel's not here for that status. He's not here for the, you've been here 7 years. He's like, oh, you're good? You're playing. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it. I feel like, sadly, it was kind of tough for Gerard Mayo, but he kind of got put in a really bad position, and it was more like, all right, who's here? Who's been here? Who knows the system?
He was too wishy-washy, though.
Yeah.
Like, he went at it way too safe. It's like, you're the king here.
Yeah.
You run this.
I have a question. You like to make money?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a new segment called Locks of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. So Murph has some locks. I have some locks. You guys want to tell us if you want. We're not telling you to. It's not advice. We're just telling you what we might throw on some money this weekend. For me, I got Buffalo Bills money line against the Dolphins. Green Bay Packers money line, ching against the Browns. And this one might be a little scary because Jaden Daniels' health he's questionable to come into this game. But I think without Jaden, they'll still get it done with Marcus Mariota. Washington Commanders to beat the Raiders. Now, Murph, what's your moneymaker line right here?
So I was also going to play it safe a little bit. But I was looking, and we all like to make money.
Yeah.
So, and it's a parlay.
Yeah.
Is it going to hit? Who knows?
We're not throwing house money.
My first pick was, I got the Bucks money line.
Mm-hmm.
I actually forget who they're playing. I should have wrote it down.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got Bucks money line. My second pick was, I have Colts minus 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
I took the spread here. They were playing, who are they playing? Are they playing the Raiders?
Who?
I think the Colts play the Raiders.
Okay.
I don't believe in Geno. He diced us, but I don't believe in him.
Mm-hmm. Bucks are playing the Jets.
Yeah, so, and Justin Fields isn't playing.
Yeah.
Cha-ching. Colts are playing Raiders?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 4.5 is a safe spread. You can change the spread however you want it. I'm going 4.5. Seahawks money line is my last pick.
Mm.
And the Seahawks, who the hell are they playing? I saw it.
Colts are playing the Titans.
Colts are playing the Titans. All right, so that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the Seahawks playing?
Let me check for you right now. Saints.
Yeah. That's easy.
Yeah. Now those are some money makers right there.
So those are my 3 picks of the week. Tell them if you want. We're not telling you. But go ahead if you want to.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, this has been a really nice episode, man. Like just having this space, just having the equipment, having the lighting. I wish we had a little more time. I was a little late to the shoot, but we're definitely gonna be running this up. If you guys have anything we should put back here, maybe a BLT sign or a TV back there. Cameraman, pull up, my boy.
And we also got a setup here in front of us. You guys can't see it.
You can have like the TV back here, so clips or whatever.
How you feeling? How you feel about the first set?
We just starting. You feel me?
Just starting.
It's only up from here for real. I mean, that's like a super cliche thing to say, but it is what it is for real.
We've had progress on each episode.
Yes.
And whether you guys see it or not, just looking in from the outside looking in, we rewatch it. We talk about everything that we can do to improve.
Yeah.
And I think for us, it's really starting to show we're trying to take the steps to do it the right way.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing right there. Definitely not trying to cut corners, because whether we do it or if somebody does it to cut a corner, you see it in the product. You know, we don't want our spend all this time planning the slides that we work on. Planning a time that works for everybody, coming to the studio just to cut corners, and the product's not what we want. So I think what you're saying is
we're building our brand the way we want it to be built.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from anybody that wants to do whatever they want to do, that's the way to do it. You want to build the foundation on something strong.
Exactly.
And if anything was to fall, you can rely on the foundation to still hold it up.
1-800-WE-GOOD.
1-800-WE-GOOD.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Borderline Takes, first new episode at the studio, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
All right, my boy, I can dap him up with the right hand now.
I'm out of the cast.
See?
Huh? You cut it before?
I had the brace on.